Okay, we're doing problem number 2 now, and it's really the same story. I'll write this down. It's y equals, and this is x squared plus x minus 6. They want me to graph that. And the way I would graph that is I see if I could factor it. But if I can't factor it, we'll talk about other techniques, by the way. So I'm going to say 3 and 2 plus 3 minus 2. And certainly, just getting a rough graph of this, I'll put this over here. Put down, minus 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's a point there. That's an x-intercept. And the other point is 2. 1, 2. Now, what's the center between that? Well, again, these so you said they're nasty numbers. They're not that bad. It's 3 plus minus 2, which is 1, and then 1 divided by, let me see if I did that right. 2. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Not in what I put down, what I was saying. This x-intercept over here is going to be 2, comma, 0. And this x-intercept over here is going to be minus 3, comma, 0. I said add 2 and 3 together. No, it's minus 3 plus 2, which is minus 1 divided by 2, which is minus 1/2. So I know there's a line of symmetry now. And that line of symmetry is going to occur where x is going to be equal to the number minus 1/2. And repeat that. 2 plus minus 3 is minus 1. Divide by 2, you get minus 1/2. That's a dead center. Now, of course, I got to do the arithmetic to get the y coordinate. And what's that going to be? Y is going to be equal to, I'm going to use this form over here. Not that it's easier, but it's 2.5. And 2.5 would be 5/2. And then minus 1/2 minus 2 is, let's see, minus 5/2. And what do you get over there? You get minus 25 quarters. All right? So this point over here is minus 25 quarters. And, I'm not saying these are accurate pictures, but the parabola looks sort of like this over here. All right? And that's kind of a rough picture. So my minimal point, the minimal point, PT, is going to be minus 1/2, comma, minus 25 quarters. Let's go to the key and make sure that's written down, all right? So minus 1/2, minus 25 quarters. Yeah, I did okay. Now, of course, they said there's a picture. I don't want to go through the picture using a slightly different method, by the way. So the picture says figure 63 on 987. All right over here. So I'm going to do it, slightly different, and I want to point out, the x-intercepts and y-intercept are really easy to come up with. We did that before. I do recommend getting them if they're easy. The y-intercept generally super simple to come up with, but I want to go through the alternate technique to get that minimal point, and that involves completing the square. So let's write this down. Y equals x squared plus x. What do you have to do? Well, you got to take half of the coefficient on the x term, which is a half, and add that square, which would be 1/4. Now, if you add a quarter, you got to take a quarter, and there's already a minus 6 there. So what do you get over here? Y equals, let me write this down, x minus 1/2 quantity squared. And then what do you get over there? This is going to be minus common denominator 4, and that's going to give you 25 then. All right? So the minimal point here, I want to point out, would be, again, when you square something, when does this thing become 0? When x is a half. And what's the minimal point going to be? Well, 1/2, right, minimal point, the smallest it could ever be. It occurs at 1/2, and the y-coordinate 1/2 would be minus 25 quarters. Right? That's that point over there. And again, it's an alternative way of doing it. Are we getting the same results? Of course we are. All right, of course we are. Thank you.